had a fucking love boner. I literally asked the romance reading community what romance book a non-romance reader should start with, and I'm getting books that, okay, this is a point I want to drive home. When you are gonna go watch a romance movie, if you're like, oh, a new romance came out or a rom-com came out, you know what to expect. You expect a certain thing. When people use the term romance for a book, that is not what they're describing. They are not describing, they're describing what we would call in the movie equivalent of pornography. What caught me off guard was the description of literary romance as compared to like what I was expecting, like movie romance. I was just expecting relationships and tension and uncertainty and insecurities, and then people finding connection through all of the things that they're dealing with as individuals. Not insertion, not graphic penetration. So, cut to Blood Over Brighthaven. This book, phenomenal. Literal, for me, I would say 10 out of 10 for a standalone book. Yep. What it did was had an incredible story discussing and covering themes that are incredibly relatable into this real world through an interesting magic system and characters, and a female protagonist trying to overcome an incredibly traditional, orthodox, misogynistic society like a lot of women face today and have historically faced. The underlying of that entire thing is her connection with the supporting character, Domil, I think is his name, and her attraction to him, but he's in a lower class, she shouldn't be attracted to him, but it's like sprinkled and mentioned, and you're like, oh, the tension throughout the entire story is planted and built upon and deepened and strengthened. Leading into the climax of the book, they finally kiss, they embrace each other, and I felt pure.
You had a love boner.
I had a fucking love boner. I was pure, overcome by pure joy and genuine excitement. I may be a dog, but I don't need pure penetration to know there's love in the air. It was the kiss that did it for me, the embrace, and what it was is all this build up and build up and build up, and then people finally being true. That's the shit I fuck with. The Blood Over Brighthaven, that's the reveal.
I was like, this is the best standalone novel I've ever read. It just had everything I wanted. The romance, the action, the cool magic, the cool world building, great character work. The social political themes were not forced. They felt a part of the story and a part of the world.